This is cool. Here's I'm pushing storytelling further. Big Ben. Um, Here's the Big Ben image. I just love this part of the film. And you can see it's going down in perspective. I'm showing the clouds. And you're starting to see these wood surfaces really to show up. This is the beginning. See this wonderful wood surface here? And it didn't show up as much in these two, but it was something that I really said, you know, we got to really start to push this feeling of wood more. And then this one, um, if you look, oh yeah, I'm notorious for mechanical pens. I used to sharpen everything, and Eva finally said, yeah, I'm going to get you some mechanical pens. And I keep my stock in here because they disappear very quickly around here. But here you have Mermaid Lagoon, and look, the pirate ship down here. Just love this feeling. So that's that. I'm going to bring these under the light. I want to make sure that we spend a lot of time on these. This was a lot of fun. These we introed all through the Disneyland shows. Look at this, the Tiki Room. Just look at these wonderful tikis, and look at the feeling of bamboo on these surfaces. And the Tiki Drum. Here they are, the drum beaters. Just all. And I'm happy that we were able to keep the feeling of tiki. And you can see that I changed the coloration on this to give it more of a bamboo color. Now you can see, here they are sitting here. And now what you're seeing is, oh yes, I keep all this I don't go into very often, but I keep all of I get tons of cards from people and keep them in there because I never throw those cards away. But look at this jump now. This is terrific. Look at this. Now this was a much simpler approach. Here I was really decorating the surfaces, and I decided, you know, okay, I want to get this wood feeling. Here we got the bamboo. And in this one I said, you know what? We're going to really go after the wood surfaces. So here you see it, the floor, and of course the workbench of Geppetto. Look at that, how wonderful. Look at this carving. And I loved, this became a wonderful jump for me. I did it first in the Snow White box. And this is very decorative art-like, you know, where you take these wonderful images out of the film. There's Cleo, here's Cleo, and Jiminy. So, look at this surface of this wine bottle. How wonderful that is. So, I think this one really got everybody's attention where they go, okay, we get it. I think when we started into it, this one really, each one we've come out with, it just pushes the art form further. And you should use these. I'm really serious. You know, I've got drawers and drawers of stuff, and this is stuff I use all the time. So I get it out. These pieces sit in my studio, and I know they're there, so why leave them empty? Why not use them? This is another big step. Now I think this is a nice surprise for everybody. Here, this is going to come off. I think I really bit a lot off when I took this one on. What I love about this one, look at this surprise. Underneath Alice's tuff is a little hiding place, secret hiding place. And this one, this is the newest one in this group, so I haven't found what I put in this one yet. But I will. I'll get something that I need. I think this is going to be the home of my push pins, is what I think is what's going to go in there. But you should use these. And I'd like to go back to this and say, look, one of my premises in this, and I'm going to say it now because if I don't say it, I may forget it, is that the work that I did in the miniature vein is that the work is in these glass showcases. And you know, here's a glass door, you turn the lights on, you look in there, and that is contained inside that case, the color and everything. But what I found with the IUP box is that IUP box I used on my desk, and it was in my space. It was in my dimension. It wasn't behind that glass case. It was in my dimension. Well, what does that mean? Well, it means that my question to myself was, could I create art that didn't have to go into the showcase, that people could use and enjoy and put into their home? I think if this Pinocchio piece were full color, I would not put it out on my desk because it would be in my space. If it were full color, I probably would put it in the showcase because the showcase contains it. So what I'm getting at, and I'm fumbling around a little bit because you can tell, I don't practice a lot. I've done shows where I really talk about this stuff a lot over the last couple of years, but it's in my mind, is that could I do art that you could interact with in your space and be utilitarian, that you could put anywhere in your home, a Disney design, that someone could come to your house and say, oh, gee, I didn't notice that wonderful Pinocchio box sitting over there, and you could live with it for 20 years. So all of these pieces I take into my home and put them there and look at them and see how they look, and you can see I'm lightening them up. That's one of the things that's happening. And I'd like to say this because we're gonna. This is part 2, so we're just about to the end of part 2. But I'd like to say I've been in this vein of thinking for many, many years. This is actually from the 1972. I don't know. There could even be a date on this, but this I did for my daughter, and when she was an infant, when I was teaching junior high, and it's this idea of creating art that you could live with in your home. And look, you open the door. This is called the pig house. And in here she would keep her Chuck E. Cheese tickets. Well, as she grew older. So here was something, and I like the idea. I would read to her every night for like 5 years. I read to her and my son these little fairy tales. And look, these little pigs come down watering. You see, I really get this. And I use this to stimulate her thinking in her mind. She'd come out and water the plants. And the smoke is coming out of the house. And to hear the horses. How could a horse fit in a little building like this? It's a kick. But this idea of being able to put things into things like this has really been in my mind for years. Because remember, here I was a serious painter. Serious painters. You got this painting of frames hanging on a wall. And that's different than this kind of an approach to art. So look where this has gone. I'm going to spend a lot of time on this. But here you can see this back and forth influence of limited color, utilitarian. Here, I just love these. These have been released at Disneyland over the last year. This is a toothpick box. Look at that limited color Tiki Enchanted Tiki Room. That's wonderful. Look at that. Look at these. I'm really fooling around with this stuff. I love shape. Natural shape. Good old baseball fan. One toothpick right there. But what I like about this, you put this in your pocket, you fill that bat, gives you a good feeling. I don't know. There's something about it. You know what that is in there. Look at this one for Halloween. This is fun. The bats. This is like a black wood. And, instead of toothpicks, these would be steaks, vampire steaks. But, look at these. These are all in the toothpick box range. And what we've been doing, this one came out this last year. Look at that. Isn't that wonderful? Just wonderful shape like that. And we made these thicker so that, not for toothpicks, but so that you could put pills in them. So I think this is a good place to stop on part 2 of this. And I'm going to show you where we're going with this now.
And you can buy all this stuff online.
Well, not all of it. I'm not going to do that.
No, I'll cut it.